morning. Today, enjoying this nice sunny winter's day down in Italy. I'm going to tell you about the drums I use. I use Mapex now. When I first started out, I had a Tama kit. I had a Pearl kit for a while. Came to England, I had Premier, Tama, all kinds of drums. I played Yamaha for years. I loved Yamaha drums. And in 2008, I got switched on to Mapex. I thought it'd be a hard act to follow after using Yamaha for so many years, and I absolutely love them. I'm very, very fortunate to have, excuse me, that's my dog, or one of them, to have an artist deal with Mapex, thanks to Martin Potts from Core UK that deals with Mapex in the UK, and they've always been a fantastic company to deal with. I'll talk about endorsements and artist deals and all that kind of stuff later on in another video. But yeah, so I've been using Mapex since then, and I use predominantly the Saturn series, and these are quite old now. They're just fantastic drums. I could tell you all about what they're made of. Maple and walnut, I believe. But I'm not that kind of rivet counting sort of guy, really. I go by how it sounds and how it looks. You know, I do like the aesthetics of a nice drum kit. This is my mate Ripley. She'll be co-hosting today. And my first Mapex kit was just fantastic, double bass drum kit in a like custom finish. It got stolen, which was awesome. And I had a couple of the bass drums hadn't been stolen because obviously they couldn't fit it in their car or whatever they used to get away. And I had a few spare drums and things from different Saturn kits. And so I rebuilt a kit from these spare parts. And that explains this finish here. You like that, Ripley? Yeah, this black wood grain finish. See that? It's nice, isn't it? It's very pretty, but it's actually it's a vinyl wrap that you use to cover kitchen surfaces and units with, and it was Anton Land from Defcon 1 switched me onto that idea because I had different coloured drums and I sort of thought, how am I going to make this work? So I covered them all with this vinyl wrap. It's beautiful. This was the kit that I bought from Mapex to replace my stolen one in what they call Arctic White with black hardware. It's just fantastic, you know, it's just lovely drums. I mean, I've played them ever since then religiously. They've never let me down. They sound fantastic, and that's what it's all about to me. These are both 10-inch drums. It's interesting, this is your standard size, 10 by 8. This is your power tom, 10 by 9. I always preferred the power toms, but to be honest, there's not much in the sound really for me. They're both thunderous, and this is what I look for. I'm as I said before, I play heavy metal, heavy rock, whatever you want to call it. I like a lot of volume. I like that fat sound, and these drums give it to me perfectly. They're really good if you're playing in a little jam situation where you're not even mic'd. They cut through. If you're mic'd up, they're just thunderous. Just completed a tour of the UK. And on that one I'm using a Mapex kit, but it's actually the Armory kit, which in the sort of levels, this is your pro level kit. The Armory is seen as an intermediate level kit. Well, you know, I might be doing Mapex a disservice here, and they may not like me saying this, but the Armory just sounds fantastic. I would be hard pressed to find a difference between the Armory kit and this one. Construction, obviously different techniques, different wood, all this kind of stuff, but it's just monstrous. Properly mic'd up. We had sound men on this tour. We don't carry our own sound man, so we were using the venue sound man, and without exception they were excellent. And sometimes, you know, when they get that kick drum working, it gives you that fantastic bowel loosening, you know, which is a hallmark of what I enjoy. Not loose bowels, but that big fat thump, you know. So yeah, Mapex drums, I absolutely love them. They're a pleasure to deal with as a company, but it really comes down to the drums themselves, and I can't fault them. So there we go. I'll be talking about snare drums later, and other thing, and cymbals and all that kind of stuff. But for now, these are the shells I use, and I'll just, excuse me, Ripley. You'll have to excuse Ripley. She's publicity hungry, aren't you, girl? Come here, come here, come here. What was I going to say? As an aside, the hardware that comes with the Mapex kits, it's just bang on. It's strong, it's solid, never lets me down in locking things in place. It's not overly fussy or anything like that. It's got all the adjustments you need, and yeah, there we go. I'll also be talking about skins later. You'll see this is an Aquarian, what I used to use. This is Evans, what I use now. And I'll tell you why later. So, there we go. Thanks for joining me. Thanks very much for the feedback on the first video too. I really appreciate it. If you haven't used Mapex drums, you know, and you're looking for a drum kit, check them out. I mean, they're really good. Remember when they first came out, they sort of weren't taken seriously. I don't know, a long time ago now. And Billy Cobham got involved in the early days of Mapex, and a lot of design ideas and all this kind of stuff, and they just took off after that. And very, very responsive to ideas from players. You know, I remember going into the Korg one day to have a coffee with Martin, and there was a guy from Mapex HQ there, and he was sitting there going, "Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any of this and that?" I thought, I really wish I had, you know, because I would have felt really self-important. But no, I mean, they were perfect as it was, you know. But like all drum companies, they're still evolving. There'll be new ideas, new models, all this kind of stuff. To a certain degree, I think all the major drum companies, they don't make crap drums, you know, but they're all good. But this is the make that I've ended up with, and the make that I've chosen to end up with, and they're really good. Mapex all the way for me. So there we go. I'll talk to you again later. Bye.
Spill for the dreams of one.